And I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems, man. I guess I've been dreaming, 'cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Oh, peace and love to the guys and goddesses and all the high vibrating species on the planet, man. How we living? How we living? Ooh. I don't like the cold shit, man. I don't do it. I don't do it. No, sir. Not at all. But I hope everybody doing good out there, though, man. You know what I'm talking about? We are back with another exploring series. We got that other request. We're about to go ahead and knock that one out too. You know what I'm talking about? The Sarkicism. So this is the other side of the Church of the Broken God. So this is the duality. So we got the good side, and then we're gonna run through this bad side, supposedly. You know what I'm talking about? So I hope everybody's good out there. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna take too much time with this one, Academy. We gonna, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get this one in. So I hope you got what you need, because I do. And without further ado, Sarkicism. Bustin.
Sarkicism.
Sarkicism.
The nature of belief and faith is certainly a powerful one, regardless of the concept of a deity or deities. But even just looking at the power, control, and influence that believers can possess. From the widespread influence of the Vatican to the utter control of a small cult leader, faith has been a prominent aspect of our species for thousands of years. We've already looked at one religion in the SCP universe, the Church of the Broken God, but now we'll discuss their counterpart, the Sarkic cults.
That's DNA. It's DNA right there, yeah. That's a symbol right here on my damn headphones. Huh. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it. No, I can't see it. Yeah. That's the logo on these headphones right here, man. What in the hey? Hold up. What do we have here? What's that right there? That oh my. No, don't try to block my shock. No. Don't try to block my throat chakra. No, we about to speak on this. Now, don't that look familiar? I've seen that in a couple places. I've seen one with, you take that line off and you put a infinity symbol right there. And I've also seen this if you flip it upside down, you flip it over, or you kind of redo these in order, the order of them. It looks like that symbol that was on that movie I Frankenstein, the gargoyles, their logo, their symbol or sigil, mind you. I even know that one too. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I delves. You feel me? I delves. You feel me? I'm trying to learn, man. I be trying to learn stuff, you know. So when I see things that reminds me of other things, you know what I'm talking about. You feel me? Yeah.
Sarkicism is another very large topic within the SCP universe, and this would be a very long video if I tried to cover it all. So let's just try and get a good idea of what Sarkicism is and why it has its followers.
Okay.
Sark means flesh in ancient Greek, which summarizes the overall belief system of the Sarkites, which is diametrically opposed to the Church of the Broken Gods theology based on technology. In fact, most Sarkites don't actually refer to themselves using the term Sarkic, as the term was an insult created by the Church of the Broken Gods' predecessors. That is not to overemphasize the Sarkites' opinion of the Church, as it is believed that while the Church views the Sarkites as a sort of biblical foe, the Sarkites seem to view the Church as simply another obstacle. The Sarkic cults are generally divided into two different factions that operate in vastly different ways, but follow mostly the same set of beliefs. The proto-Sarkic cults are those found in small, isolated communities across Europe and Asia. These communities are usually poor, superstitious, technophobic, and generally hostile to any outsiders. The neo-Sarkic cults, on the other hand, are found in much more urban environments and can be difficult to differentiate from other wealthy city dwellers. They are usually upper class, coming from affluent families, and with no apparent objections to technology and modern life. Both cults, however, believe that one of the main concepts of Sarkicism is that one can achieve apotheosis, that is, becoming a god. It's generally accepted that Grand Karcist Eon, the founder and prophet of the Sarkic cults, did become a god through some sort of interaction with the primordial goddess, Yaldabaoth. Proto-Sarkites believe that in time, Eon will eventually provide them with godhood, and Neo-Sarkites believe that it must be obtained through willpower, and they must one day usurp Eon. This will-to-power concept is prevalent in Neo-Sarkites, and a common proverb says to do as you will to whom you will, as desire is the measure of all things. Both cults believe in the idea of sacrifice, but here they differ greatly, as Proto-Sarkites believe in the sacrifice of oneself for the benefit of the many, and Neo-Sarkites instead believe in the sacrifice of the many for the benefit of oneself. Either way, belief in cycles of destruction and regeneration is paramount to the Sarkic faith. Both cults often practice ritual cannibalism, human sacrifice, the worship and spread of contagions, and bodily augmentation. Grand Karcist Eon founded the Sarkic cults nearly 4,000 years ago, somewhere in western Siberia. The Sarkic timeline is muddy, even their recent history, but it's believed that Eon was born to a Davite mother and a slave father, as the Davites referred to him as a half-breed. Eon was a slave for much of his youth in the city-state of Adatum, possibly serving under an alchemist or priestess, until he led a slave revolt against the Davites. During this time, Eon demonstrated great power over organic flesh, both his own and others. Examples of this include transforming his hand into some sort of wolf jaw, capable of ripping through a metal jail cell, forcing others to act against their will, such as causing men to throw themselves on their spears, and could also gift these powers and other physical augmentations onto his followers. During this revolt, Eon was aided by 4 disciples, known as the Clavigar in the Sarkic faith, who would go on to be essentially saints. It's unclear how exactly Eon gained his abilities, but it somehow involves Yaldabaoth, a god or goddess believed by the Sarkites to be responsible for creating the universe, possibly through the process of giving birth to other gods, and then devouring them and exhaling the remains. Neo-Sarkites revere this god, but Proto-Sarkites seem to regard it as the enemy of all living things. Yaldabaoth is also joined by 6 other entities, known as Archons, which are described as manifestations of primordial chaos. It's said that Eon endured 6 trials given by the Archons, which allowed him to break free from the bondage of mortal limitations. In one text, Eon claims to have murdered Death herself and read the entrails of the Creator. Regardless of how Eon managed to become godlike, his slave revolt conquered the Davites, forcing them to recede, and the Sarkites built a number of cities, largely composed of organic material. The Sarkic civilization experienced its golden age and spread across Eurasia, with their capital being the converted kingdom of Adytum. Their civilization eventually spread into the Mediterranean, establishing a foothold here and colonizing the various islands. It was here where they would encounter the real resistance, however, as the Mechanites, the precursors to the Church of the Broken God, would rise up against them alongside other civilizations. This massive war involved anomalous technology, huge colossi, monstrous abominations, and 20 to 30 million casualties. The war ended with really no winners, as the Sarkic Empire broke apart and went into hiding, leading to a division in culture and theology. The Mechanites dwindled and eventually became the Church of the Broken God, and the devastation led to the collapse of the Bronze Age. Sarkicism would continue to live on in small communities throughout Eurasia, and their belief systems would slowly differ. At this point, it's completely unknown what happened to Grand Karcist Eon, and the Foundation is currently not even sure if he ever existed at all. Eventually, certain Sarkites would become intertwined with some noble courts, acting as advisors or court magicians, teaching the lords and ladies about alchemy, astrology, and the occult, while spreading belief in Sarkicism. These courts would become Sarkic great houses, practitioners of Neo-Sarkicism that follow their own interpretation of the religion. Both Proto-Sarkites and Neo-Sarkites would maintain their numbers through generations of inbreeding, avoiding genetic defects through Sarkic rituals, and Sarkites have shown vastly lower mortality rates compared to normal populations. Both groups also adhere to a strong belief in secrecy, whether through mistrust or necessity, and so Sarkicism is largely unknown to the wide world. So, most Sarkites present a dangerous threat to the current world order, as the Foundation considers their speculated goals to be fairly apocalyptic in nature, although not all Sarkites are dangerous, such as SCP-2815, a village of inbreds that give out human flesh disguised as fruit that for some reason is safe to eat. They also donate organs and blood grown from a tree to local hospitals. Sadly, however, these benign examples are few and far between, and we're left mostly with highly anomalous...
This fool look like he need to be on damn Resident Evil or something. A liquor face ass.
...and dangerous entities. I would be doing many of these SCPs a disservice by only quickly summarizing them here instead of giving them their own videos, but I'll provide a few examples. SCP-2480 is one of the more notable ones, a dimensional anomaly located in a town in Massachusetts. The anomaly is causing Sarkite monstrosities to bleed into our reality, either from another dimension or another timeline. The GOC and the Foundation are currently working together to contain the situation, but this is connected with another SCP located in Romania, SCP-2191. Here, a massive entity spread across hundreds of thousands of square kilometers of tunnels, believed to be a concubine of Grand Karcist Eon. This entity is fed liquefied human remains, provided to it by a species of mutated, vampiric humans. It's also appeased by locals who provide human sacrifices to minimize seismic activity. SCP-2133 is a proto-Sarkic commune in Russia, whose inhabitants are reincarnated whenever they die, possessing all of their past memories and appearance. They deposit their turnip harvests and any gangrenous limbs or tumorous growths in the church every evening, and the village is also filled with dark red tentacles that attack any outsiders entering the church. Beneath the church is an expansive series of tunnels and caverns, where there seems to be thousands of entities growing in eggs, as well as a temple devoted to a Karcist. There is possibly a strong connection between SCP-2133 and SCP-610, the Flesh That Hates. I've already made a video covering 610, which Sarkites refer to as the Red Death, and it's believed that this is the Sarkites' ultimate weapon in reshaping the world. Massive Sarkic organisms containing human DNA are believed to have battled the captured Colossus, SCP-2406, during the war between the Sarkites and the Mechanites.
Fuck no. What in the holy unnatural... I mean, shit, dude. When you look at it like that, like, what the fuck? Man, listen, Resident Evil ain't got nothing on that. What the fuck?
Another large organism was used as a Sarkic temple in their golden age, SCP-2095, but eventually was conquered during the war and died. SCP-2075 is a Karcist that was captured by the Foundation, but easily broke containment when it revealed that they had only captured one small aspect of itself, along with 2 of the security personnel assigned to the SCP. The doctor in charge was stabbed with an anomalous dagger, which seemed to transform him into a large amorphous mass of flesh and bone, which proceeded to kill 56 personnel before dying. Finally, there is SCP-2510, an important anomaly related to both the Church of the Broken God and the Sarkic cults.
What's that?
2510 is a larger machine, and part of it has been made into a transdimensional gateway. The first people reported to have gone through the gateway, in 1940, were said to have found a machine city. The gateway destination can be controlled, and the Foundation sent a team to multiple dimensions, all variations of Earth. There's too much here to really go into detail, but to summarize, these dimensions were each one where the war between the Sarkic cults and the rest of humanity came to a climax. In one of them, parts of the Broken God were fashioned into an unimaginable weapon that wiped out every trace of life from the planet. In others, the Sarkic forces went out, and Yaldabaoth broke free from its cage, driving the world to a horrific apocalypse. In another reality, however, humanity banded together and achieved a technological singularity, uniting to defeat the Sarkites. The lesson to be learned from this anomaly is that if humanity doesn't work together and embrace the Church of the Broken God's ideology, the Sarkic cults will win. Since there's really no canon, however, this is just one perspective. So, this should have provided a good jumping-off point to continue learning about Sarkicism as it's continually expanded. In the majority of cases, it's very easy to look at the Sarkic cults as nothing more than threats to humanity, and that seems to be the general consensus for most of the community. While some might boil down the conflict between the Broken God Church and the Sarkites to just good versus evil, good fiction is rarely as simple as that. Regardless, Sarkicism and its anomalies are a very interesting blend of religion, folklore, occultism, and body horror.
Okay, so, pardon me. So what y'all think, man? A lot of stuff running through my mind right now, you know what I mean? Because I mean that breakdown is obvious as to who or what we're talking about here. So, I mean, if you're under a rock, you're under a rock. If you know, you know. I'm just gonna say that. If you know, you know. Because a lot of that sounded familiar. The story. Of course, that story. That story. But then there's other things like I'm gonna have to sit here, like literally, I'm gonna have to sit here and think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like really think on this. Probably watch it again a couple times. You know what I'm saying? To really kind of like, there were certain things that were said that's kind of like had me like, what? And it's like I'm kind of thinking, but as this is going on with y'all, you know what I mean? It's like I don't really have enough time to really sit there and take it all in. So I may just go back, you know what I'm saying, and have to watch this one again. That's just me personally, because it sounds like a lot of stuff that's going on today. For real. It's just names are swapped out. You know what I'm saying? People are, things change. You feel me? Like I said, it was the end of the Bronze Age. You feel me? So, like I said, these things change, and like I said, names change, but the people, or the God, or the entity, or anomaly, it doesn't change. The name may change, but it itself doesn't. So, and I know dang well that those were sigils, and one's right here on my headphones, and several other ones that I've noticed too, that I've seen around. So, hey guys, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna go there with it. I just know what I know and see what I see, and y'all let me know what y'all think about it though. I mean, could it be them? Or is that, you know what I mean? Because that's crazy. Like, because I'm familiar with the name y'all that brought, you know what I'm saying? I'm familiar with that name. Definitely familiar with that name. The other one, not so much. And that's why I'm definitely going to do some research on that name, the Meccan. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to look into that. Because by the sound of it, I'm pretty sure I know where its origins are coming from. So, but I'm gonna get into that, you know what I'm talking about. But in the meantime, man, y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. You feel me? Keep sending in those requests, you know what I mean? We'll keep knocking them things out. And remember to keep yourself spiritually protected, mentally, physically, and emotionally. You know what I'm saying? And try not to let the world drive you crazy. Y'all turn y'all CT on, keep your CT on, keep that thing cranking. You know what I mean? Keep digging, keep learning, keep expanding your mind, keep building. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to keep connecting dots and running up these SCPs and the Foundation. So we probably bounce back and forth between the Exploring series and the Vogan to get some of this stuff knocked out and covered up, you know what I'm talking about, before they try to cover it and people forget about it. We're going to cover it. Because I hate for you know what I'm saying, you be out there like, and I don't really like using that H word, but I really, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't feel too nice to know that people out there just out there slipping for real, and you just getting caught out there. You know what I'm saying? That's just like with the paranormal videos I do. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them trail cam vids, and people don't make it when they find the vids. Like I tell them, man, y'all be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to be able to tell us the story. We want y'all to be able to tell us the story of what you found, when you found it, you know what I'm saying, how you found it, you know, what you think about it, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So we could share ideas and just, you know, connect on a elevated level, on a higher level, you know what I'm saying, than where we currently are. Because we shouldn't be here. We, you know what I'm saying, we should already know about this stuff and beyond, and dealt with these things and beyond, you know, to be honest with you. But we're going to take our time with it. Until then, peace and love. Catch y'all next time. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. 1,000